leaders make decisions that are not necessarily popular, and they're not necessarily what the power structure wants to happen, but they are the right decisions based on constitutional and principled precedent. And that's what we need. And so what I'm hoping to do with the office of Lieutenant Governor is have a Lieutenant Governor that will stand with the people and look the Governor in the eye, look the Attorney General in the eye and say, this is not what the people want, Governor, and we're not going to stand for it. And I'm going to work with everything within me to overturn what you guys just did. Now, I believe this. I believe that we have a wonderful opportunity with Jim Keith. I believe we have a wonderful opportunity with Mark Martin. I'm not believing that those races are givens for the Democrats. Not in this political environment. And I'm going to work hard. I'm going to give. I'm going to do everything I can for Jim Keith and for Mark Martin, because I want those two guys to get rid of this redistricting like we have happening right here in this gerrymandering that is happening. And we need those two men as a part of that. And so I want us all to keep that in mind. The last thing that I want to mention to you is I believe that strongly the Lieutenant Governor's office could be an office of innovation and creativity to give ideas to the legislature. And can give ideas. In fact, if you go to our website, we've got, I think we're up to 37 or 38 ideas. We've got 2 more. We've produced 40 innovative and creative ideas to first make government, everybody say smaller. Smaller, then smarter. A lot of times we come up with these bright ideas, but every time we come up with a bright idea, it adds another bureaucracy. It adds another layer of government. We don't need that. We need government smaller, and then we need to make it smarter. I close with this. In fact, I was trying to get Todd or one of these gentlemen's attention to say, hey, give Dr. Cass 5 of my minutes. I was enjoying that so much. Because I wanted to tell the story about the bush we've never heard of. But I'll never forget, I took the helm of a organization. And some people say, I'm not sure a minister's qualified to be Lieutenant Governor. I mean, I thought you guys just ate fried chicken, slept at noon, and drove around in a Cadillac. I thought that's all you did. And that's far from the truth. In fact, this week, or this past week, 3 of the things I did this past week was help a lady that was getting ready to be booted out of her nursing home to contact some people that could help her stay in that nursing home. The second thing we did that just comes to mind this week, we had a young man that was just full of anger. His dad left him when he was 2 years of age. There's a lot of problems in the home, but he's a good kid. He just needs some direction. And literally, he was told by one of the agencies here that unless he got arrested was the only way that he could get help and counseling from this group. And so I went to them and said, look, this is a good kid. He's got a good stepdad. He's really trying to help him. Could y'all not help him keep from being arrested and getting in the system? And so he's going into counseling this week and helping with his anger and putting that family back together. We worked Saturday night with a group that there was 2 or 3 people that were out on the streets and homeless, and helped them get some food, and then gave them boxes of food to help them through the week, and now we're trying to place them in some housing and a JOB so that they can take care of themselves and not just live on the county or on the state doles. And so my job is already serving the people. My job is already meeting the needs of the people around us and standing for people that do not have a voice. But I never forget, I walked into a board meeting. It was my first board meeting of quite a large organization. It had a $700,000 budget and had 8 employees. And I walked into that first board meeting, and everyone was introduced to me. And one of the gentlemen that was introduced to me, I noticed they did not introduce him as a board member. So I didn't think a lot about it. We had our meeting, but I noticed everything that I would mention, everything that I would say, he would touch his nose, he would shake his head, he'd roll his eyes. And it became, after I think the first board meeting, it became pretty evident that that board really didn't run that organization at all. He did. So I did a little bit of research, and I found out that he gave more money to that particular organization than anybody in the entire organization. And that's why he was running the organization. And so it took about 3 board meetings, and finally one day I just approached him and looked him eye to eye, and I said, look, I appreciate your contribution, appreciate what you do, You know, there are widow ladies sitting out there that are also a member of this organization. And they give of themselves just like you do. And if you were to look at what they give relative to what they make, they probably give more than you do. And I just want to let you know this will be your last board meeting. And man, he got upset. He went on a 3-year tear to try to get rid of me, and was unsuccessful, thankfully. But I told you that story not to run him down, not to look down on him, but to help you to understand. I'm not afraid, even though it may mean me losing my job. I believe right is right, principles are principles, and everybody should have fair and equal representation. And I believe that the power brokers and the days of a few ruling the many should be over. And we need somebody that will stand for the people and stand on your feet and stand on your head if you have to. So I need your vote tomorrow, and I thank you so much for everything that you're doing, Secure Arkansas. Thank you so much.